because my general and they look like serious people. But it doesn't just serious. But of course, they do very serious things. But I was just thinking I could get some assistance. Anyway, it is well. It is well. It's that time. You remember I did mention that we're going to be talking to the team from PRAZ Procurement, a very, very crucial subject. It's always interesting when you hear people shouting out there, but when it comes to the processes required, the things that are needed to be done, and this is the reason why I think it's so cool that we get to sit down with the team from PRAZ. We've got, of course, our all-weather friend, Mr. Chuma, who is the corporate communications manager, who's here, but we've also got Gweta Redu, no, I'll be there for my negotiations, but it is well, Mr. Hove. Magadi, new legal team, and you go PRAZ.
Well, thank you. Hello, Australia. Hello, Zimbabwe.
Yeah. So I think in terms of like the serious business of what we're doing, let's talk about affirmative procurement, right? And how does it aim to promote economic empowerment and inclusivity in the procurement process? Because I think there's a lot of processes, but affirmative,
Thank you, Australia. Affirmative procurement aims to prioritize participation in the processes of procurement with specific groups targeted. We're looking at micro enterprises, small enterprises, the elderly, persons with disability, veterans of the liberation struggle, women, youth, domestic contractors, local contractors, domestic contractors in joint ventures or subcontracting arrangements with foreign suppliers. The initiative seeks to promote inclusive participation in economic growth and address gender disparities by empowering the targeted groups within the procurement sector. Having said that, must be noted that we are currently taking initiatives where we are looking at provisions that speak to affirmative procurement under Section 29 of the Public Procurement Disposal of Public Assets Act. These are referred to as domestic preference provisions, as read with Section 8 of the same Public Procurement Disposal of Public Assets General Regulations. These provisions are limited to women-owned businesses, Zimbabwean or local suppliers, manufacturers, and innovation hubs, mainly high institutions of education that promote technological engineering and industrial designs, solutions or applications with intellectual property rights considerations. As PRAZ, we are also currently undertaking necessary processes to amend, amongst other provisions, the same provision by expanding the specific groups in public procurement disposal of public assets amendment bill currently with the Parliament of Zimbabwe. There's House Bill number 2 of 2025. In addition, we are currently developing and intend to issue out affirmative procurement guidelines that having conducted stakeholder consultations in January this year.
All right. I think this is actually a very apt time for us, Stephen, and be having all these discussions. I think in America, they've kind of shown us, equality is a very big topic that may have not been fully addressed. So maybe if we can go back to the historical side of things, how can affirmative procurement policies help address historical inequalities and also support the growth of previously disadvantaged groups such as, Mazmai, my youth, and even my friends, I've got a lot of friends who think, no, because we're black, and also others who were living with disabilities. So how can affirmative procurement policies help with that?
Thank you. The key word here is inclusivity. What we're saying is that the drive is to promote the participation of the groups you just mentioned in public procurement processes, raising awareness about the benefits of affirmative procurement and building capacity amongst targeted groups. These benefits include, but are not limited to, unlocking new sources of innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. By this, we are expecting to foster a more inclusive and diverse economy, especially amongst those groups that were previously disadvantaged.
Yeah, I'm glad we're having this conversation. It's one thing to say, okay, we're going to do this, but I think sometimes when you're implementing things, there are challenges that you may face along the way. And I'd love to know maybe some of the obstacles or the challenges that you face when you're implementing and how you guys are actually trying to figure it out or figure it through the obstacles.
No, what we're expecting is for there to be more benefits than challenges. But as we explore new frontiers, as you pointed out, it is always wise to have a cautious outlook of what may be encountered. As such, the need for training and capacity building will be instrumental in the need of ensuring the targeted groups have access to information and resources. I did mention earlier on As PRAZ, we stand ready to offer the same as demonstrated